Look how the ghee just melted into the cornbread. Can you see that? Sorry for talking with my mouth open, but it's that good. This is what food does to me. Makes me happy. What's up everyone? I'm Saba and thanks for tuning into my channel, Savoring with Saba, where I'm sharing recipes that are healthy, simple, and most importantly delicious. And this is the Thanksgiving Takeover edition where I'm getting you ready for the holiday. And what better way to start than with these cornbread mini cakes? So let's jump right into today's video. I may not be a Southern belle yet, but one thing that I love is cornbread, and no Thanksgiving meal is complete without it. So I'm gonna walk you step by step through this low-carb version to show you how ridiculously simple this recipe is. And if you are kitchen challenged, aka the struggle is real in the kitchen, or you just don't like to cook, I'm gonna show you how simple this recipe is. The first step is that you wanna preheat your oven to 350 degrees. I have already done that, and I've laid out all my ingredients. We're gonna mix all the dry ingredients first and then work on our wet ingredients. So I have my large bowl, like so, and I'm going to substitute what I would usually use as white flour, but because I'm on a low carb lifestyle, I'm gonna substitute that for almond flour. Almond flour is ridiculously low carb and healthy, and honestly, since I have transitioned, I have not looked back and I do not use regular white flour anymore. So I'm just gonna dump that in and then take another cup like so. Now I like a little bit of sweetness in my cornbread, so I'm actually gonna add some sweetener. If you don't like the sweetness in your cornbread, then you can skip this step. I am using monk fruit sweetener instead of regular white sugar because it's a lot healthier. Regular white sugar is linked to a whole host of bad things like acne and weight gain, even constipation. Ain't nobody got time for that. So I completely omitted that from my diet, and it's been really good for me. So I'm gonna just take a little bit of the sweetener and add that in. Perfect. And then the last dry ingredient that we'll be mixing in is the baking powder. Put that in. Perfect. You're gonna grab your whisk and just mix all of these together. And this is what it will look like. Nicely mixed, super simple. So I'm pushing the wet ingredients aside, and now we're gonna work on the dry ingredients. So the first thing you wanna do is get your ghee and you wanna melt that. I am using my 4th and Heart ghee. If you've been watching for a while, you know how much I love this brand. I've already melted it like so. And a tip for you is to measure it solid and then stick it in the microwave for a couple of seconds until it's completely melted. I have my eggs, so I'm just gonna crack them and mix them in with the melted ghee. Now it's time to mix the wet and dry ingredients together. I finished whisking all the ingredients together, so this is what yours should look like. It's looking good, tasting delicious. And now what you want to do is grab your mini cake pan mold, like so, and you want to grease your pan, okay? This is really important. Either you can grease it with ghee. My preferred method is actually using my 4th and Heart ghee oil spray. Let's see if the camera picks it up. Yep, it did, perfect. And I'm gonna be super generous here because we don't want the batter sticking to the cavities. So just like this, spray it down and we're good to go. I am going to take my spoon and just start filling the cavities with the batter. I'm not gonna fill these all the way up because they will rise slightly. So just be mindful of that when you're filling your batter. And if you don't have a mini cake pan mold, that's fine. Work with what you got and use the cast iron skillet, cook it in that skillet, and then just make the sliced wedges when you're done. I was able to fill 5 out of the 6 cavities, and now it's time to bake it. Alright guys, our mini cornbread cakes are done. Look how adorable they look. And they do have a little bit of a dome-shaped top, so I'm just going to take the back of a spoon and press down on them lightly because I do want the cornbread mini cakes to have flat tops. So I'm just going to do that to flatten them down a little bit, like so. And now I'm going to let them cool for a few minutes. Guys, I let my mini cornbread cakes cool, and this is what they look like. How adorable, right? Look, cute. And of course, I had to save one for myself, and I'm gonna just pull it apart. Gonna take my knife. Now you know you need some ghee when you're eating cornbread. Traditionally, I would use butter, but I don't use butter anymore. Y'all, it is so moist. When you crunch down, it's like you're eating a cloud. The filling is perfect. Thanksgiving's gonna be amazing, y'all. Look how the ghee just melted into the cornbread. Can you see that? Sorry for talking with my mouth open, but it's that good. This is what food does to me. Makes me happy. And that's it. This is how you make mini cornbread cakes. I told y'all this was gonna be easy. So head on over to my website, savoringwithsaba.com, to get the full ingredients list and step-by-step instructions. And if you recreate this recipe, I wanna see it. So tag me on Instagram and Facebook at Saba Savors. Everyone, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Have an amazing Thanksgiving. Stay safe and happy savoring.